Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on July 29th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in the markets today. We did see a continued upside across the cattle market as both feeders and fats keep pushing up into new highs. We do have our October live cattle here on the board to start us off. Nice rally here, putting in a new all-time high today at 226.60. Nice steady gains here on the day as the bulls just keep on pushing and proving the strength of this cattle market. If we look on a lower time frame, we can see that opening range breaking down early this morning, but finding support there at that bull pivot at 223.5. Good buyer support here as the bulls just started pick that thing back up and started marching higher throughout the rest of the day, putting in that all-time high just right before the close and settling the day above that prior day high. So expect to see this upside continue grinding higher as we head into tomorrow. This cattle market remains resilient and strong. The bulls are just keep on pushing up here into uncharted territory. We are seeing some pretty extended levels here at the moment. So we continue to urge caution of a pullback. But at the moment, the momentum is just keeping on pushing this market higher. So until we get a daily close below a prior day's low, we'll just continue to expect this market to keep on drifting higher up there towards the 230 mark, as that will be the next step up for the bulls, as be targeting that 230 level. But until we get that close back below prior day's low, expect to see this market keep on grinding. In the event of a pullback, we expect to see dips be buying opportunities as this big picture uptrend still remains intact, and this market has been resilient and the bulls remain strong. So look for any pullback attempts to be bought up over the next couple weeks here. But in the meantime, look for this market to keep on running higher. Let's check out our September feeders now. This market also following the same path as the fats today. Nice early breakdown showing good support there at 332.75. Good support at that prior week's high and this bull pivot there. Early breakdown, but was supported quickly in the first half hour of the day, getting that support and then pushing off of 332.75 all the way up to that new all-time high at 337.57 on this September contract, and getting a close there just shy of that high. Nice rally here today. This market continues to keep on pushing higher as the bulls are proving their strength here. This cattle market remains strong and resilient. Same story as those fats. Look for this market to continue drifting higher until we can get a close below prior day's low, and from there we could see a pullback attempt, but any dips will be buying opportunities. But in the meantime, let's just keep enjoying the ride here as this market pushes up into those new all-time highs. Look for that upside to continue into tomorrow's action. As we go down the line, we can see these fall feeders remain very strong, pushing up there into the 330s, almost nearing 340. And then those early 2026 contract months are down there in the 320s, but continue to see upside throughout the fall and into next spring as well. So look for this cattle market to continue rallying. Next up, we've got our December corn futures. This market wasted no time this week, breaking down below that bear pivot at 417 yesterday, and continuing to see some downside with this market just getting close to these current contract lows at 407.5. We do expect to see the bears keep on pushing this market down to new contract lows and be targeting that $4 mark. That level $4 mark is going to be a pretty significant psychological level, a good round number there. So look for this market to start heading down towards the $4 and corn prices to continue getting cheaper. Crude oil market with a surprise of the week. Coming into the week, this market felt a little heavy and looked like it could see some continued downside, but we had a nice real rally here off that Sunday night open right there at $65. And throughout Monday and Tuesday's action already, we've already cut back all the way across this range and retesting that prior high back from the 14th of July. Just falling short of that $70 mark, but staying bound to this range that we expect to see this market continue to hold. Above this 69.65, if we get continued follow through there, we could go try and find some more supply up here in the low 70s, but expect to see this market continue chopping up. This prior swing high that we tested today is going to be a spot that we should see resistance step in here right around the $70 mark. Look for this oil market to continue chopping up, and we'll have to wait and see for more information before we can really commit to any sort of directional move. So look for this oil market to continue going sideways in this comfortable $65 to $70 range. Equity markets finally looking like they could be on the heels of a pullback here. Nice upside being reversed in that NASDAQ index today, putting in a new all-time high, but closing down there near the lows. Today, the S&P did get a break below that prior day's low, which is something we haven't really gotten a close below in quite some time. And the Dow did lose the most ground here today, being the weakest of the bunch and pulling back off of that recent all-time high. But this market still remains strong and healthy. This has been an pretty impressive run up over the last couple months here. So it's about time that this market comes back and finds some normality and retests some of these major moving averages. We are heading into tomorrow with that FOMC statement and some non-farm employment data, so be on the lookout for those news events to cause a little bit of volatility here. However, this big picture uptrend remains intact on this in these indexes, so look for any dips to come from here to be good buying opportunities, and just be prepared for some potential volatility with the Fed statement tomorrow and some key jobs data throughout the rest of the week. That's all we got for today. Everyone have a good evening.